Hey there, explorers. You've just landed on Take Break, where we hunt down the world's coolest hidden wonders. Ready for a mind-blowing adventure? Imagine stumbling upon a whole city that's been tucked away beneath the ground for millennia. No GPS needed, just pure stone and silence. Welcome to the Longyou Grottoes, a maze of colossal stone halls that look like they were carved by giants. Let's dive into the mystery. In 1992, a humble farmer was tending his field when his plow hit something impossible, a stone wall that didn't belong up there. He brushed away soil and uncovered towering stone doors, each as tall as a modern skyscraper, sealed for centuries. Inside, the cavern stretched for miles, with perfectly cut walls and hidden waterways, an engineering marvel that left scientists speechless. Imagine stepping into not one, but two gigantic rooms carved deep beneath the earth, each big enough to host a small town. Their sheer size still makes scientists raise an eyebrow and say, "How on earth?" What's wild is that these chambers were hewn straight out of solid rock, and there's no sign of modern drills or explosives. It's as if the stone just gave way to some ancient, super steady hands. Look at those steps, each one a perfect rectangle, lining up like a giant marble staircase. The walls are so smooth you could almost see your reflection, a testament to meticulous planning. What's missing? Any hint of scaffolding, ladders, or heavy machinery. It's just raw stone and nature taking over, leaving us to wonder how they lifted those massive blocks. So who did it? Genius ancient builders, or something out of this world? The lack of clues turns the grotto into a giant stone Rorschach test for our imaginations. Local folklore says the grotto was the secret heart of a vanished empire, a kingdom lost to time. Those whispers keep the mystery alive, as if the stones themselves are still telling the tale. Some researchers think the Qin dynasty might have been the mastermind behind these colossal caves. The timeline fits, but there's no written record to confirm it. It's a tantalizing clue that keeps historians guessing. Other scholars point to an even older, unknown culture that could have carved the grottos. The style of the carvings doesn't match any known dynasty, suggesting a lost civilization. It adds a whole new layer of intrigue. Archaeologists have now mapped every inch of the chambers with laser scanners and tape measures. The numbers are staggering. Each room spans tens of thousands of square meters. It's hard to imagine anyone carving that by hand. Inside each grotto, dozens of passageways and side chambers fan out in every direction. The layout feels like a giant, stone-cut labyrinth built for a purpose we still don't know. Every turn reveals another hidden nook. Even after centuries, water still rushes through the built-in channels, carving new paths and keeping the stone cool. The perpetual flow suggests the builders designed a sophisticated drainage system. It's a living reminder of their engineering skill. Scientists have taken samples and discovered the grottos are made of remarkably uniform sandstone. The consistency hints at a massive, coordinated quarrying effort. Yet the exact method of extraction remains a puzzle. The chambers are carved almost entirely from sandstone, and the rock is astonishingly consistent throughout. It's as if a giant hand chiseled one massive block into a maze of tunnels. No patchwork, just pure, uniform stone. Archaeologists have gathered bits of pottery and charred wood from the surrounding area and sent them for radiocarbon dating. Those tiny clues give us a rough window into when people might have been nearby. It's like reading a timestamp left by time itself. Even with those dates, the grottos themselves remain stubbornly undated. The stone doesn't reveal its own birthday, leaving researchers with more questions than answers. The mystery is still very much alive in the rock. So why would ancient hands carve such gigantic voids beneath the earth? The sheer scale makes you wonder what purpose could justify moving mountains stone by stone. It's the ultimate "what were they thinking" moment. Some scholars picture the grottos as massive storage vaults, hoarding grain, wine, and treasures. Others see them as grand ceremonial halls, echoing with chants and rituals. The stone could have served both purposes, if only it would talk. A wilder theory suggests the grottos were secret military bases hidden from enemy eyes. Imagine commanders plotting moves in these echoing halls, using the labyrinth as a defensive maze. It's a tantalizing glimpse of ancient strategy, if it ever existed. Some researchers think these vast halls were giant water reservoirs, holding enough liquid to fill a small lake. Imagine ancient engineers carving basins so huge they could store rain for centuries. It's a splashy theory that fits the sheer scale of the grottos. A handful of scholars whisper that the grottos were built for acoustic experiments, like giant stone speakers. The perfectly aligned steps and chambers could have amplified chants or drums. It's a resonant idea that still rings in the imagination. The real answer stays locked within the rock, stubbornly refusing to give up its secrets. Every groove and notch hints at a story we haven't yet pieced together. So far, the stone keeps its silence. Today, curious travelers wander these echoing passages, leaving behind only footprints and awe. The ancient stone welcomes modern footsteps, turning a mystery into a living adventure. Every step adds a new layer to the story. The air down here feels crisp and almost magical, like stepping into a natural cathedral. A light chill brushes your skin, and the faint scent of earth and moss lingers. It's nature's own ambience, untouched for ages. Time has let nature take the reins. Vines snake through every crack, wrapping the stone in emerald armor. The grottos are being rewritten by leaves and roots, turning stone into a living canvas. It's a beautiful takeover. When night falls, the grottos turn into a natural lantern show. Moonbeams pierce the cracks, and the walls seem to whisper in silver light. It's like the stone itself is breathing in the dark. From the sky, the grottos spread out like a giant stone puzzle. The sheer size is mind-blowing, rooms that could swallow whole stadiums. It's hard to believe humans ever carved this by hand. Picture artisans wielding simple chisels, shaping rock block by block. Every groove tells a story of patience and sweat. Imagine doing that without any power tools. Carving a space this massive would have taken countless lifetimes. One generation starts, another finishes, and the work passes like a relay baton. The stone bears the weight of centuries. Yet, despite the enormity, no ancient record mentions the project. The scrolls are silent, the history's blank. It's as if the builders erased their own name. That missing piece has turned the grottos into an internet obsession. Forums light up with theories, memes, and wild guesses. The mystery lives on, fueled by every curious click. Researchers are still poking around, gently widening cracks and dropping tiny probes into the darkness. Every new scoop of dust could be the clue that finally cracks the mystery. Imagine a hidden city buried beneath the hills, streets once bustling with life now silent. Could the Longyou chambers be the remnants of an empire lost to time? Or perhaps it was a grand theater, where ancient audiences gathered to watch performances echoing off the stone. The acoustics would have been otherworldly. One thing's crystal clear, the craftsmanship is mind-blowing. Whoever did this had a mastery of stone that still amazes modern engineers. Even after decades of study, the grottos stay stubbornly enigmatic. The stone keeps its secrets, leaving us with a giant, beautiful riddle. And that's exactly why we can't look away. Each echoing corridor whispers a story we haven't yet heard. The mystery makes the Longyou Grottoes irresistibly fascinating. Picture yourself stepping into this colossal underground hall, the very stone that ancient workers chiseled centuries ago beneath your feet. The silence is thick, broken only by the faint echo of your own breath. If you could speak to the stone, what would you ask? Maybe the hidden purpose of the tunnels, or the names of the hands that carved them. The more we dig, the more the Longyou Grottoes keep their secrets. Keep that curiosity alive, and who knows what other wonders are waiting just beneath the surface. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to Take Break, turn on notifications, and share it with a friend who loves a good story.